No, last year the legislature took important steps forward when we passed the legislation establishing the SGU Veterans and Irregular Forces Task Force. I had the privilege to serve as the chair of that task force, and after months of meetings, testimonies, research, and discussion, the task force produced recommendations that received overwhelming support from the members of the task force. The bill before you today reflects those recommendations. Mr. John Kelly is here from the MDVA, and he will later go over the recommendations with all of you in his testimony. Chair and members, if I could take a moment before we continue just to recognize the many of the SGU members and veterans here today with us in the audience, if I can ask them to stand so that you know who they are.
Thank you, Senator Pobb. Members, if you would, please, that'd be great.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair Putnam. These are the brave heroes that we're talking about today. They fought bravely, they sacrificed greatly, and for far too long, their service has not been properly recognized. Chair, I do have a few testifiers with me, and I will go ahead and lend time for them to speak. The first one that we have here is Major Getu Lee.
Major Lee, if you would please state your full name for the record and commence your testimony when you're ready, and thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and committee. My name, I'm a Reverend Getu Lee, and also known as a Major Getu Lee. My CIA code name is Husky. As an officer, a forward air guide, field operation officers, I also had the privilege to serve on the HU Advisory Task Force, and I strongly support and honor the task force recommendation that the SGU should receive veterans benefit because these SGU were loyal allied to Americans who received minimal compensation of less than $20 per month, yet they play a crucial role in preventing the communists advancing and protecting U.S. interests. Yes, during my 14 years tenures, I worked and walked closely with the SGU soldier and numerous of braving Laotian and American heroes, conducting danger mission to rescue personnel and guiding air bomber in Laos and along the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Throughout my service, I suffered many injuries, including being grazed by an AK-47 bullet and survived two helicopter crashes. I firmly believe that the sacrifice of over 35,000 of our HQ lives and 1,000 of them are wounded saved countless American soldiers' lives in South Vietnam during the Vietnam War. After the Secret War, the SU soldiers and their family faced severe persecution and genocide. These led to mass exodus out of their homeland. At the same time, 3,500 high-ranking officers and their family were adrift to Thailand, most of whom endured unimaginable hardship, fighting across the Cheras-Mekong River. The journey was tragic to the Hmong, with many fatalities resulting from military attack, disease, starvation, chemical warfare, drowning, robbery, rape, and imprisonment. Those who survived eventually found some safety in refugee camp in Thailand, with some later resettlement in America. With each passing years, we the HU veterans get older, we may, with many now deceased and our number dwindling, I respectfully request that you, as the chair and committee members, please honor the service of and the sacrifice of these fellow SGU veterans and grant them the veterans benefit as recommended by the advisory task force, which was approved by and signed by the Governor Tim Walz. Your thoughtful consideration is appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee, both for your testimony and for your service.
Thank you.
Next, we have Pilot Lee. If you would please state your full name for the record and commence your testimony when you're ready.
Good to see you again, sir. Good afternoon, Chairman.